What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 3 of Mike Takes Edibles. I am stand-up comedian Mike Cannon, and I will soon be on edibles. For those of you who are new to the program, I take edibles at the beginning of this episode and check back in with you guys after 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and then who knows, there might be a little sweet nugget from hours later where my wife finds me curled up in a ball crying about something my father did to me when I was 11. It's always a possibility on this show. I'm sitting in front of a baby grand piano that I do not own, but I'm excited. I'm excited this week because one, I'm taking these edibles. Airheads, Sourfuls, Extreme. I feel like this is the Mountain Dew of edibles. As is typically the case, this is 500 milligrams per bag. The one thing that troubles me about something like this is on the back it says average THC per pack. That means it's not exact. They're just kind of stuffing in fun and just hoping that, I think between the three of you, you'll probably get about 500 milligrams, so that sounds fun. Not to mention, there's no way to know which piece packs the wallop, so I could eat 6 and it'd be a total dud and take a little nibble of a corner and be shot to fucking Pluto. Sounds fun. I'm gonna take 2. If I can open these. Here's 2. Wow. Instantly making a play for the most delicious edible I've ever had. There's a solid chance I dip back into this bag before the night's over, completely forgetting that they're medicated. And that can make this episode last until 6 a.m. Last week, our activity was cornhole, which is why we were outside. Obviously can't play that indoors with a sleeping baby upstairs, but I can sure fucking parent from Saturn, can I? But this week's activity, I asked you guys to ask me for advice. First question was sent to us anonymously. As a matter of fact, I'm just not going to read any of your names. I'm gonna keep you guys out of this. It's me putting myself and my family on the line each and every week doing this. I love how everybody's like, gotta keep doing these, dude. Gotta keep doing these. Well then, help a brother be motivated and share this. Share it with somebody, for the love of fucking God. What am I gonna continue to do it for the 11 people cheering me on every single week? Brutal. First question is, how do I absolutely positively make sure that my son is nothing like me? Which sounds like I sent this to myself from the future. But I actually think I'm doing the right thing. This is my model. I'm actually doing this intentionally. I'm uploading as much cringeworthy content to the internet as humanly possible. So when my son becomes of age and starts getting interested in what it is his dad does and why he's giggling in front of a MacBook Pro for all hours of the day, he's gonna Google, check it out, and be like, oh no. And then just be a Bitcoin investor. I want to show him that this isn't the choice. That's my goal. That's why I'm living my life as a comedian, is to make sure my son has an office job. What's up, everybody? I am 30 minutes in. This is a different experience than the first 2 episodes because those first 2 were very fast-acting batches. I felt like I was thrown right into the thick of things immediately. This one feels like it's kind of pump-faking me a little bit. Like I feel the warm tickle kind of going up my spine, but then it dissipates quickly. It almost feels like a defensive lineman maybe, kind of shifting his body weight a little bit in hopes that the offensive lineman comes off sides and they ruin a down. That makes sense to 3 people. But let me get to the questions. I got a bunch of questions from my Patreon. This is available on our Patreon early, patreon.com/scenariopod, the only plug of the episode. But yeah, first one coming in. How do I quit my job and not feel bad about it? I always feel bad when I do something somebody doesn't want me to. The stereotypical people pleaser / pushover. Quitting your job kind of sounds more like the cocaine follow-up to this series. Like once this one fails and it's just Mike does coke and it's me just with no kid, no wife, and I'm in a windowless studio apartment in fucking Brownsville, Brooklyn, and I'm just like, this is my new series, probably my last. Wait, hopefully I upload it. Hopefully I upload it. You just walk in and be like, hey man, I don't want to do this anymore. You should know that no job cares about you. They don't. They're only mad because they're inconvenienced by you quitting. If they could have another you completely programmed to do what you do all day and can seamlessly transfer without them skipping a beat, they would, and they'd kick you the fuck out of the door as hard as a Clydesdale Maybe this is kicking in. But for real, they do not care about you. Keep that in the back of your mind when you walk in. If you have a better opportunity somewhere, or if you just don't feel like getting out of fucking bed, do it. You deserve it. Wish somebody told me that about comedy. How do you feel about the Elon Musk brain chip? Would you get one? I feel like I already have one, but I carry it around. So if somebody could just give me a hands-free brain chip, yeah, I'm all in. I have this fucking weighty-ass iPhone. If I could blink right now and something could film me just because my brain is Bluetooth to that device, and we could edit this on the fly, maybe, several blinks, or if I'm just kind of thinking real hard, that could splice the cuts and do some fades, do whatever, I'd probably be a lot more talented. Yeah, if I need a brain chip, if you could elevate what I got cooking in here organically with that of robot ambition, yes, I'll take one tomorrow. See you after an hour. Hello, friends. I'm back. It's been 1 hour. It's been a little more than an hour. I just got a last-minute invitation to be a guest on the Chip Chipperson podcast, which I graciously and enthusiastically accepted. It was hilarious and super fun as always. It completely shifted my entire mood. I don't know what it is about me filming this, but every single day leading up to the production, I'm like, this is great, super excited, what a way to earn a living. And then as soon as I eat an edible and as soon as I start doing it, I'm like, is there anything more degrading? What am I doing? My apologies for the computer on my lap, but also, if you want to be my producer, let me know. If you want to read these questions to me as I stare vacantly into my iPhone, then by all means, come on over. I'll give you my address. Let's get to the questions. Hey, Mike, when my girlfriend disagrees with me on anything, I should talk to you about being high. I'm high. Yeah, I'm definitely high. I'm for sure, I'm there. I was toying with the idea of taking another edible, but I don't think I need it at all. That doesn't mean I'm not going to do it, but I don't need it. Hey, Mike, when my girlfriend disagrees with me on anything, mainly small stuff, I fucking hate it. How do I deal with that? What? Are you asking me why your girlfriend isn't right for you? I mean, that's kind of what you're asking, but in a different way. You're just asking, why do you have such a deep-seated problem with anything that she says or finds wrong with you? Listen, if I've learned anything in therapy, it's because she probably reminds you a lot of your mother, and anything she says, especially when it's, when she's kind of taking you down or poking at you, or maybe even ordering you around a little bit, that was my trigger. My wife would be like, dishes, and I'd be like, Mom, end you. Then, therapy made me really healthy. Sounds like you probably just need a fleshlight and not a girlfriend, just something to fuck and never point out anything that they find problematic about your personality, because you are. Like, understand this. If you're a living, breathing human being, you're a nightmare to be around. I know I am. So just accept it. Just accept the fact that you're tough to be around, and then hit her back with some subtle digs. Nothing too big, because women really, they take stock of that stuff, and she'll add it to the inventory the next time she's going to argue with you. So just like subtle stuff that you can maybe throw in under the radar. Just make her as insecure as possible is what I'm saying. And, through digs and just things that she's not really good at enough yet. I feel like I was on the right track, and somewhere the breadcrumbs got eaten by birds and I could no longer find my way home. See you in an hour. There's a solid chance I dip back into this bag before the night's over, completely forgetting that they're medicated. And that could make this episode last until 6 a.m. And we're back. I legitimately have no idea what time we're on. I really don't. I've even tried to do the math a few times, but because of that podcast that threw the hours off, and there has been a drastic uptick in psychoactive effects over the last 60 minutes. I feel like the computer makes me look kind of sober though, right? I would go high to my IT job every day. I'd take Adderall too, so I was like, but high. But man, there were times where I would just kind of be in the middle of typing things and then just for God knows how long. I mean, you've seen the footage. But yeah, we're at, I think, if I had to guess, I think we're at 2 hours. I think we did 30 minutes in an hour. but the hour was after an actual hour. So we're actually at like 2.5 hours. So I think the third edible kicked in. This is a weird episode. It's like a podcast. It's so long. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, let me answer this question because that's the activity that I've chosen to do. Mike, my current wife, oh no. My current wife and I have a lovely home and 2 kids. We have been married for 5 years since college and everything looks perfect from the outside. Come on, man. Problem is, my wife and I went to college together and she slept with a bunch of my friends. I can't stop thinking about that and it's ruining my relationship. Help. I mean, buddy, you gotta get over. You've been this far, like, what you white knuckled this entire time. Like, you dated, knowing that your friend Dave fucked her. You were fine with it. You got married, knowing that your other friend Ryan plundered her. She probably enjoyed it. Hopefully, you hope so, right? If you're a good husband. And then you had 1 kid, 2 kids. And you're still on this? You're still like, God, it's just not all mine. Her vagina is just not all mine. Sure, I dumped my genetics inside of her twice and cooked up a human. But my friend once came early in her. Fucking sack up. Wow, weed has made me callous. This is gonna be the longest episode. There's no way I'm captioning this. Sorry. See you in an hour. Three hours. I had to change because I got cold again, man. I am being a bit silly with the glasses. Just being honest. I feel real high. These edibles are great. I like them. I don't think I like them quite as bit as the sours. Yeah, those are like tough actin, tenactin. These are fine. I mean, I'm saying these are fine, and I'm dressed like I'm about to blow up a building. My friend called me the other day and shared that he was taking antibiotics for a chest infection. When he told me he was taking doxycycline, hope I'm saying it right, I don't know, but this already sounds so serious. I think this is gonna be the final one. This is a long one. I showed him my bottle of doxycycline. Oh, so when he told me he was taking doxycycline, I showed him my bottle of doxycycline. He asked why I had such strong antibiotics, and I told him I've been taking it every day for 10 years because of reoccurring rash on my face that I get from shaving. He was shocked. Wait, what? He was taking it for a chest infection and you were taking it because you had a rash on your face from shaving? He was shocked and told me about all the potential health problems for taking it for so long. He also said I shouldn't be out in the sun when I take it, but I live in a beach house. Dude, you've been actively trying to kill yourself, or everything is against you. I live in a beach house most of my life and love the sun. Also, I can't go a day without shaving. What? I like my face smooth. What the hell should I do? Hold on. So it's a recurring rash that you get from shaving every single day. Your reason for taking this thing that has all the potential health problems for long-term taking it because you like your face smooth? Am I reading this right? You're like, I think you're, from taking like that type of nuclear medication, I think your body can like create a superbug. Like you could be the next bat. Oh my God, dude, just fucking go 5 o'clock shadow. First of all, every adult male typically does. It's our contour makeup. The point has been made over and over again. It's like, it's why I have a face shape. Otherwise, this would just be like my short thumb of a face. I'm just all white. It's all white. This at least gives some shade. That's stunning. This was invaluable because I feel 10,000% better about every decision I've ever made throughout the course of my life. Like instantly, I have never judged a life, like I've never done a life-threatening thing because I didn't like something, you know? All right, things are going good. It's 3 a.m. I haven't stopped shitting. I don't know what happened. I'm still having fun.